What is up? Hey. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Coming to you live on KP Radio, where we explore what it means to live and create. I'm joined here today by my co-host, Soren Draws. Um, Today's broadcast, we are working on our comic Scions of Sagara, currently still in visual development and story development, and today we're going to be focused on environment designs. Um, and I'll be working on the story, of course. um, let's say hi to everyone. All right, let's see. Hi, Jay. Hi, Mags. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Thanks for tuning in. So, Rin, go ahead, say hi.
Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, couple updates. I finally got my new headphones, as you can see, wearing them. They're the Biodynamic DT1770 Pro Mark II. So this is like the refreshed model of their previous DT1770 Pros. And I actually think they're really, really good. Definitely an upgrade from my last ones. If you guys know, or you don't know, my last headphones broke. The plastic hinge on the left side snapped or fractured at the seam and split the left ear cup from the headband. So that was really bad for me because I do a lot of audio work. I make music, and headphones are like my life. So I was out of commission for a bit, but Music Monday is coming back, so we're back to our regularly scheduled Music Mondays, which will be my next stream. So, um, also another thing, cool little updates. So I got a little cube light. It's like water animations. I don't know. I think it looks cool. It's fun. You can change the colors too. Like, hold on, where's my remote? It's actually really calming. It kind of helps me sleep. So that rainbow mode, all this other stuff. It's really, really cool. Uh, but to keep in theme, keep it on green. And what else? My Free Palestine shirt finally came in. I've been waiting for a long time, many months for this to come in. I'll show you guys the back as well. Let's see. From the river to the sea, for all the people who must be liberated. Which is awesome. I feel like that's some of those themes. I mean, of course, art takes inspiration from life, and I definitely take a lot of inspiration from life. And we're just trying to inspire people and make a really cool story that resonates with people. So, um, let's show you what we're working on today. All right, so today we're focused on environment design for our subterranean city Odom of the island of Sagara. So if you guys don't know, the all the characters live on this remote island, and pretty much all of humanity lives on this island called Sagara. And the capital city is Isalara. It's beautiful. It's this utopia. Yada yada yada. Um, and Odom is the underground city essentially, and it's full of wealth disparity, poverty, all this other stuff. And Rin, I think you told me the other day that you're taking a lot of inspiration from Attack on Titan's underground city. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. Like, What about it are you specifically taking, do you think? Or you plan?
The stony buildings,
Hmm. Stony
how
buildings.
everything's all murky and stuff.
Mm-mm.
Not like
That's
the structure of the buildings, but it's just like how it's just all stone.
it's all stone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all stone.
Let's play our Signs of Sagara playlist. Get in the vibe. All right. So you know how like Isolar has different regions. We had like the black sand dunes, maybe more foresty areas, more cliff areas, and then like the coastal regions.
Yes.
What do you think Odom has different regions as well? Like what do you imagine? I know we talked about like aquifers. We also have like the Rune Rail station, which would be
Yeah.
interesting to see that as well. Like how you ascend from Odom into Isolara.
Hmm.
So, we have like 4 squares here. So yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, most of it is gonna be rocky for sure, but then I think some areas may be like pockets of light where there's like holes in the, I guess, ceiling for them. For Isolarans, it would be the ground, holes in the ground, cavities. Uh, Colloquial term for Odom is the hole. This is just a giant gaping hole. That's where kind of the Rune Rail station is. The rail station is at. Also some new updates is that we have new emotes. We have our first animated emote, which is so fun. It just got approved, but we have other ones that we've submitted and waiting for those to be approved as well. Um, but many more to come, many more to come. The one I'm most excited about is the Rin ball, the shitty 8 ball. um, yeah, we have all our standard emotes now, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. So, do you have like a color palette in mind when it comes to Odom? Because we know that Islar is very vibrant, um, verdurous, luscious with green and the skies and the blues and the sun and such. Do you have any
So,
colors in mind for Odom?
um, okay. Since it's all dark and murky,
Yeah.
we're still gonna use some green, like a greenish tone, but everything's gonna be muddy, dull.
Mm,
We're gonna stay around the yellowish, orange, between orange and like lime green
okay. Got you, got you.
tones. There was a drawing I made using like that greenish tone,
Adrian
trying to
says
like see
hello.
the vibe.
I
It
see.
was like
Right, yeah, this is a test
the
that you
greenish
did.
area,
Hmm. It does give me kind of a more mm, polluted
I might
vibe.
more yeah, I might go more of like orange
Maybe
later.
more orangey, dusty,
Yeah.
or maybe more bluish, maybe? I don't know. Kind of like this colder feeling.
Okay.
Um, that's what maybe that's just an option. But hi Adrian. Adrian says hello. My Wi-Fi is a bit shit today because I just moved into a new house. Oh, dude, I know moving. must be really stressful or something. I have lived in the same place my whole life, so I cannot relate, but I've definitely helped Noah move around uh, a lot because they moved to different places a lot. Um,
I lived in three different houses.
three different houses,
Actually, I think four. One of them I don't remember because I was a baby.
or
Yeah.
why did your family move around so much?
Work. And then once I was just living with my cousins because we didn't have a house at that time. Or like we were in the process
Mm.
of getting a house.
Do you think that like
Yeah.
affected your personality or like the way that you look at things?
Well, that then and there, when I first moved at an age where I can remember, I was like, oh, hey, things aren't permanent. Oh well,
Right,
if I lose it, I lose it.
right. I I feel like I hear that a lot with people, like friends I know who have moved around a lot growing up, is definitely reinforcing that idea that life is impermanent, people, things, all this other stuff, right, is temporary. And it can be kind of depressing, I think, if you have like
Is it?
attachment issues, you know?
Oh.
I mean, because like you get
Um,
attached to things and you have certain expectations for them, right? And then it's those expectations are not met, so you feel disappointed or you feel alone or you feel sad, you know?
yeah, I get
So
that.
I think as you adjust to that though, managing your own expectations and changing your perspective on things is how you avoid feeling down about it. But that is the nature of reality though. Everything is temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian,
Nothing's
what
permanent.
did you.
Mm.
Oh, somebody's opening my garage door.
Oh.
What is going on? Adrian, what'd you get in the mail? What package did you get? I think for me personally, I don't have the experience of moving around a lot, right? I've lived in the same house my whole life with my family.
Yeah.
Um, but a little like story, silly story is I think um and there goes the garage again.
Mm.
I never moved around a whole bunch, but I think a way that I learned that things are temporary and that I shouldn't get so upset about it, I guess, is I would be really, really attached to like my toys and stuff, right? And then I think one time I lost some toys or maybe they broke or something and I was so upset. It was very interesting. I just kind of had a moment to myself where I just realized like, they're just things, you know, and they
Yeah.
come and they come and they go. And I feel like realizing that at a really young age kind of opened up a lot of things for me perspective wise moving forward, I guess. Um because that kind of does go with everything, right? Like place where you live, the people in your life, the things that you have. It could all go away in a moment, you know? Um which is why it's so important to be present and appreciate that which you have. It's the same thing for like being able bodied, right? Like today, I can wake up and I can get up on my own and I can walk around and I can make myself food and go to the restroom. It's just like the little things like that, right? That we take for granted. But in a moment, an accident can happen and those things can be taken away from you. Or maybe not just in a moment, but over time, maybe something happens and the things in which you used to have and used to be able to do, you can't do them anymore. Um, and it's stuff like that, like it's every day. We see it every day. So it's easy to forget and it's easy to overlook, I think. But I just can't iterate enough of how there are so many things that we should pay more attention to. There's so many things that we should be grateful to and show appreciation towards the people in our life, the things that we have, the things that we are able to do. You know, being able to just wake up in the morning. I'm grateful for little things like that. And I find that once you live your life with more appreciation in your heart, more love in your heart, it becomes easier to be present. It becomes easier to be happy, to be joyful, to be peaceful, and to share that with other people. Interesting texture brush. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Speaking.
Facts, Adrian, facts, yes. um, yeah, like it's just small things like that that if you pay enough attention to it, it can really change your life. It could really open your perspective to, you know, everything, the way you go about life, the way that you feel about things, you know. What I was gonna say earlier about Odom though, like idea wise, colors wise, it's
Uh,
like I like the green, but I'm also wondering
But
like is it too like pollution-y kind of
mm,
aspect of it? Which
yeah,
there
a
is
bit.
pollution in Odom, but
Not everywhere.
yeah. Um hmm. And then because I also don't want to give it exactly like ooh, like the whole like what is it? The gray in Arcane. Like of that whole
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
um and for I do kind of imagine Odin to be colder and wet, like wet and cold and
A
marshy
bit humid.
almost, a bit humid kind of thing. You know, we kind of imagine a underground city that's been flooded a lot,
Yeah.
as is in some areas polluted. It also has like aquifers and such, etc., etc. It's a very bustling city, but not exactly thriving. Adrian says, "Thank you for the tear coming out of my eyes." Well, I guess it's my job to make people cry or something because I feel like it happens so often. Like when I talk to Gloss, she's always like, "Bro, don't make me cry." Bro, don't make me
That's
cry.
just glass.
Yes, but
I love glass.
yes, we love Gloss. I miss my Gloss jelly streams. Um,
When was last?
I think it wasn't that long ago. I think it was
Oh,
probably like a few days ago, but it's like
no.
hasn't
That's,
been regular and consistent. But that's okay. You know, life
that's
happens,
fine.
shit happens. No
She
biggie.
got her own life.
Yeah. AJ said, "Well, you're doing a great job." Yeah, that is my job to make people cry. Hey, on KP Radio, exploring what it means to live and create. Evermore and evergreen. Um, it's just I feel like I want to share a message with people to love more, explore more, be brave, you know?
Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around, find out. Like, what do you think we're doing every day? Like, how do you think we
Literally.
got here? We're just fucking around and finding out, you know? And it's just like, I'm a person too. Like, I have anxieties. I get afraid. I get scared. I doubt myself too. I'm a human being. We all feel those things. Um, but being brave is about doing the right thing despite that fear, you know? It's about moving forward, it's about going onward despite
One day I fucked around and then you were like, hey, let's make a comic.
precisely. Precisely. Yeah. Just go with it. Go with the flow. Like I think for me personally, and I can't speak for other people, but for me personally, creativity I feel like has a root or source in my spirituality, you know? Because when I think about inspiration, where an idea comes from, I can't really trace it back to anything, you know? Like it's just kind of like, oh, I saw something and then boom, 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 all a bajillion ideas, right? And then all of a sudden there's a story, right? Or even it's like you don't even see anything. It just comes into your mind. It just comes into your mind a melody, a color, a scene, a character, a line of dialogue just suddenly. And that happens to me a lot. And I'm sure a lot of other creatives can relate to that feeling as well. So where does that come
Yep.
from? You know, like, can I really say that I came up with this? Like, it came from me. Like, I don't know. It came from the ether, right? Like, it just came from the
It came
ether.
from the
It,
gulag,
it
bro.
came from, yeah, like the labyrinth of the universe. Like, I don't know, right? Um, but I'm listening. I don't know where it came from, but I'm listening and I'm watering it. I'm nurturing it and I'm just seeing how it grows.
Feeding the garden.
Feeding the garden, yeah. Cultivate your own garden, guys. Um, I mean, it's oftentimes like I always say fuck around and find out, right? But it's oftentimes I just do things because I just want to see how far I can take it. Like the only reason I'm at where I'm at now with my music, with my audio engineering was because I just wanted to see how far I could go. Um how far could I bring myself? How much can I improve? How much can I get better? Uh who keeps opening the garage door and closing it? What's going on? And whether that means I become a professional or I become famous or successful, whatever, whatever, those were not ideas that I had in my mind when creating. I was just like, I want to see how far this journey goes and I'm in for the ride. And the garage again. I don't know what's going on. Are they like
Oh,
but and I'm so grateful to have a friend like
visit
Rin.
down to the murky areas.
Okay. I'm so grateful to have a friend like Rin who is just so down for whatever.
Yeah.
And I think you really do understand that philosophy of just going with the flow and just listening. You're a really good listener, actually. Um, and I feel like in some ways that is
I guess
necessary. In some ways that's necessary, I think, to be a creative is to listen, to observe, right? Um Because you think about it, like, how do you learn how to draw, right? You observe a lot of things.
Yep.
You take from life, you take from the art that you admire. That goes with other things too, like making music or writing. You observe, you consume, you absorb it, you get inspired, and then you try to emulate it. And as you're exploring, you uncover bits and pieces about yourself that are unique, things that you can claim as your own, you know?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's all about the journey, right?
Yep.
Oh, when we were
Personally.
playing Sky and we found that like the crystals underground that were glowing and stuff with like all the
Oh
water.
yeah.
I imagine some areas of Odom to be like that, like the aquifers and
Mm.
like aquaponics, growing things underground, like very minimal, not like a whole bunch, but like growing things underground and like
Yeah.
cultivating like fish farms, things like that. So Odom has to be self sufficient in certain ways because they can't rely on Isolara or the Merilith
No.
or anything. I also did remember putting a lot of things in our Pinterest boards, underground stuff.
Mm.
Uh, let me go look. Let me go look for them. Um, we have like a bajillion Pinterest boards. If you guys ever want to
Yeah.
make a comic, Pinterest is your bestie. I love
Love
Pinterest, dude.
Pinterest.
Even just like for me personally as a graphic designer or like thinking about things visually or sometimes even like making music, I see things like visually, you know. Pinterest is really really awesome for that. All right. A lot of these images are also like interior things. So you can take from either
Oh
or for Isolara or
boy.
Odom, depending
Wait till
on.
we get to the interior of buildings.
I think the interiors are actually gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Especially like the things that I saved in our Pinterest board. Like it looks so mwah, chef's kiss. Oh yeah, I put like underground temples, houses coming out of like cavern holes and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's look at the Sagara mood board. We have some things in there. Yeah, in the Sagara mood board, there's definitely more like Odom-esque images. Taking inspiration from Arcane for sure. Like I was thinking, well, let me DM you since we haven't looked at these in a while.
Yeah.
Like this kind of cold, like blue green, kind of a more cold feeling, cold and wet.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Isolara is all nice and warm, and then
It's like,
Odin's all cold
yeah.
and blue.
Yeah. That's like what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Um,
Oh, just like in Black Panther 2.
Black Panther 2. That movie was really good.
I love that movie.
Hi, Ungarath. Welcome to KP Radio. We are working on our comic series Scions of Sagara. We are currently working on the environment design for the underground city Odom.
Hello.
And so yeah, no, it is in Black Panther too, where like underground it's like more cool and like on top it's like really warm and like green and
To be
luscious
fair,
and
they are also just straight underwater.
that is true. Yeah.
But still the vibe. The
It's
vibe.
water. But like yeah, that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I feel like in Odom it's not just ugly. Like
It could be pretty.
it can be
Somewhere.
pretty somewhere.
Somewhere.
Like at certain points it's pretty, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if we have like glowing blue water, but it's pretty sometimes. It can be pretty
Glowing
sometimes.
algae. Water only glows because of specific algae
Oh, yeah.
of the plants.
And it's also like not everyone is poor in Odom. There are people who are like extremely wealthy because they exploit other people. And then there are people who are extremely impoverished because they're the people being exploited. So there are definitely places in Odom that are nice. There are clubs in Odom, there are lounges in Odom, you know. So there are definitely places in Odom that are pretty. Even Kali, our main character, has her family has a place in Odom. Ungrat says, I came from Instagram. Soren told me that y'all are working on a comic and I want to see what's up.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
thank you, Instagram. Thanks for coming over. Yeah, right now we're kind of just talking about the general vibe of each city in Sagara. Sagara is the remote island that humanity lives on and our characters live on and are from. And uh there are two main cities and regions, which are Isolara, which is the capital city. It's like a utopia. It's very warm and verdurous. They have all the best technology, etc., etc. And then we have Odom, which is the subterranean city of Sagara, aka the hole.
Love
It
the
gets
home.
flooded a lot. It has a shocking wealth disparity, all these other things, right? It's not the best place to live, but we were just talking about how there's got to be some places that are nice though, because there are extremely rich people in Odom. So definitely their homes are much more like made to be flood proof and resistant, I think, you know, because they can afford to do so. They have much better security systems, or they have a security system because most people probably don't have that. um, so yeah, etc., etc. But aquifers are nice. Maybe some waterfalls, you know. Maybe some green, like some underground plants and such. Aquaponics, fishing like underwater cave fish. I'm sure is a thing, right?
Probably.
I think we did some research on that before, for sure,
Yeah.
and some rodents and such, right?
Yeah.
But definitely, I wanted a more kind of like colder and like wet feel to it. Ungra said, that's what's up. I'm a sucker for wealth disparity trope in fiction and how the characters react to that. Yeah. A little bit about Scions of Sagara. It is I don't know, we've got a lot. We've got magic, right? got magic, we've got chimeras, we've got complicated political webs and culture and a lot of like socio-political aspects in the story, I would say. Just in short. Um so I'm missing the basic gist of the story. What kind of genre are you guys aiming for? What kind of story? What are the stakes, etc.? So the main genre, I would say, is sci-fi fantasy, right? Um, we're taking inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Full Metal Alchemist, Dune, and Black Panther, just to name a few of them. Um, and then I can also read the little premise about the story. The best place to catch up on all of this information is on stream on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Or tune into every stream because I do talk about it and you can always ask me questions. The story is in development, so we don't have a lot of like official information released about it because we are still working on the story, on the visuals, on the characters. So, um, yeah, you can look at my socials, you can join the Discord, you can tune into stream, and that's the best way to stay up to date. And of course, follow Rin's Instagram and other socials to see the visual development side. As for story development, I can't really say much because that would be spoilers. So, but yeah, so we're sci-fi fantasy genre is the main genre. Um, and I will read the premise so you can get an idea about what the story is about. All right, so the tagline is: when desperate prayers are answered, salvation comes at a price. Logline: one deity must safeguard her heretical power from a pantheon determined to control it, only to find it is the key to saving her godhood and humanity's final bastion. So that is the general gist of the story.
Let's go to the city.
Ungaroth said, the saddest thing is that I'm based in Europe, so I probably won't be able to catch the lives all the time, but I've been following Soren for a while. I'll
That
join
is
the
true.
Discord to keep up. Oh, cool. That's awesome. You know what? You're a real one. Soren talks to me about how when you lose followers, actually, you go ahead and say it. Every time your follower count
No, when
drops,
I lose, yeah, when I lose a few followers, I'm like, hey, the fakes are gone. I'm relieved.
hey, the fangs are gone. But you know, Ungaroth is a real one. Been around,
Every
stays
now and then I
around.
see your username.
Hmm. Um, but yeah, Atla, FMA, Dune, you name a few good stories I really fuck with. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be a long journey, but I hope we can have fun taking you guys along with us as we explore and try to
Oh
figure
my
out what the
gosh.
fuck we're doing. Because me and Rin, we have never made like a comic before. I mean, I
I
made
only
comics
do
when I was in
design characters.
elementary school that were really dumb and ugly. Um, but I'm a writer, among other things, that I do so many things. I'm not going to even get into it right now, but I am a writer and I'm writing for this comic. And I'm also kind of sort of like like a director because I have a very heavy visual background, right? So sometimes I help with some things on the visual side, like giving some visual direction to Soren, or I make the Pinterest boards. Sometimes I do graphic design stuff for like runes or, fonts and stuff like that. I'm also planning to
What the
be
fuck am I
the
doing?
letterer. What are you doing?
I
What are you
don't
doing,
know.
my guy?
My brain just
I'm on.
farted.
You know what? It's okay. That happens to all of us. My brain was farting yesterday. Not yesterday.
Oh.
Um, last Wednesday. Yeah. On Wednesday when I was playing Tetrio, I was like, oh my god. my brain. Um, what was I saying? Shit. You made me forget with your freaking brain fart. Ah.
Sorry, you being the letterer, you being director,
Oh yes.
you make
Yeah.
Pinterest board.
I'm gonna be lettering the comic, so that's gonna be a learning curve for me because I've never done that before. But it's fun. We got a workflow going, and I'm the writer. So yeah, many many things for just two people. But I'm glad that I'm not doing it alone. I'm glad we got each other because I think we work really well together. Again, so appreciative of Ren because they're just down for anything, and I'm low key a freaking insane person, and I
I
just
don't know,
want to
man. I just got
do
chained here one day.
everything. Yeah, you're locked in the dungeon with me. You're there's no getting out. Sorry, not sorry. Take it up with the universe. Take it up with God. Actually, you can't even. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get
I gotta
into
speak
that.
to you.
You you gotta speak to me, but like not me, but like the big me. I'm not gonna even get into that. It's okay, guys. You can survive without the context. You can survive without the context. Okay. Ungra said I've discovered Soren when they were posting Jet Sage fan art and loved it so fucking much. Yes. Back in your like Valorant fan art kind of era, you
Yeah,
got to do a commission for KO, the voice actor of KO, which is
I
really
did,
cool. Really
and I
freaking
got to meet
cool.
like dude, back in August. I met him in person.
Back in like this year, back in August, you met him, or
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's so cool. And wasn't he like selling your stickers, the stickers that you did for him or
No,
something?
he ran out.
Oh, he ran out. Oh, he sold out. Well, he sold out of the stickers.
I'm
Wait, so
pretty sure because like he
you
said
didn't get one?
no. Yeah, 'cause, like I think he was like
Oh,
he went to go get one, but then he was like, oh shit, I'm out.
oh. Well, I'm glad that it's like successful, right?
Yeah.
Um, Ungrowth, if you can't make it to the live, I've been posting the VODs on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And also, I believe now that I'm affiliate on Twitch, you can watch the past broadcasts on my Twitch channel. So every Saturday we do art streams, writing, etc., etc. Most of the time we'll be working on SOS. Um, Sometimes we'll be doing art for other things, but most of the time it's gonna be on our comic. Yeah. So we have VODs on the Twitch channel, and then I've been posting VODs on my YouTube channel, and I'm actually gonna start posting clips, just funny clips, um, probably on TikTok and Instagram Reels and such. But I'm very busy. I'm a very busy person, so I need to set aside more time to edit and go back and look at clips. But I have like roughly cut clips on Twitch, but I want to edit them to have like subtitles and such, and to be like the right aspects ratios for vertical format. hmm I'll watch those on my second monitor while playing Cook Stuff. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, Soren says that KP radio is like the best background sound.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's mostly just because like I'm a yapper. But I'm not like a yappy yapper, if that makes sense, you know? Like I'm a very I don't know. A
You
lot of
yeah,
people
but
what
you know
was
when to
that?
stop.
Yeah. I a lot of people say I have a very calming voice. It's interesting because I didn't used to like my voice that much.
Isn't that
I
everyone?
Yeah, I know, right? Like everybody hates themselves for some reason.
For some reason. I mean, hey guys, it's not changing unless you take some pills. But you're stuck with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Um
Learn to accept it.
I just think my voice is like not that expressive. Like I always thought my voice was very flat or like monotone, but
It can be flat at times, yeah.
yeah.
But
Like when I'm not really like trying to be expressive and stuff, I'm very like dead inside.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's me being real, okay? I'm just being real. Editing and posting clips are such time leeches. It's a nasty commitment. Yeah, for sure. But I did just kind of set up this workflow in DaVinci Resolve, which is a free video editing software where it's really easy to set up like auto captioning, like subtitles and stuff. So super excited I got that working. It took a little bit of finagling. I got a lot of
Finagling.
errors. Yeah. But it is like it uses, I think, OpenAI, which OpenAI, I think, is the company behind ChatGPT, right? It uses OpenAI's Whisper for the auto transcription. So you can get the transcription of the VOD or of the clip really, really easily. And then it will use an external script, a Python script, to create the subtitle subtitles in DaVinci Resolve. And it's really cool because you can set a template of basically what you want the subtitles to look like. So it can be like on brand. So I have like my brand colors and my brand fonts and stuff. And it just looks very like cohesive. I'm all about cohesion and such. I'm a very particular person. As I said before, I'm low key kind of insane. I'm kind of insane and I'm
Okay,
super, super particular and I'm a perfectionist. And
it's okay. I can deal with it every day.
yeah, Soren deals with it every day. So they're really like, um, shout out Soren. Shout out Rin because you gotta deal with me every day. And somehow you do. Like,
Well, I find you entertaining.
yeah. Guys, am I entertaining? A girl says, honestly, the kit yapping and Soren drawing is such a good combo. Yeah. It's like you can turn your brain off and just kind of like be there for the ride, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but
Wrong brush.
I'm super happy that we got the emotes in. We have more animated emotes that are under review. So hopefully we'll get them in soon for sure. But yeah. Oh, also the story is like one of the inspirations is also arcane, but not like exactly either, you know. It's a lot of different things. A lot of different things.
I think we take more of how like characters act and how shit looks.
Hmm. Yeah. I think Arcane was my original inspiration for SOS. But as it became more developed and fleshed out, I started digging into my own, like more of my own personal inspirations for a story like this. And that's
Love you,
how I,
Arcane, but
yeah, that's
your
how I
time
came
is
to like
over.
Atla and FMA and Dune and Black Panther because I really wanted a story that focused on like the culture and the philosophies of like Asian cultures and like people of color, you know?
Yeah.
Because that is my lived experience. And I love that about, for example, Atla, right? Like it's entirely, there is no white people.
Yeah, no.
There's straight up no white people, but like it's such a beloved story. And it's so good. The writing is amazing. The journey is amazing. The characters, the arcs, the world. It's just so awesome and wonderful. And growing up watching Atla, like it really made me feel like seen in a way, I guess, you know? Really ahead of its time. And it's interesting, the main character of Atla is a monk. And it's been so many years, and I have yet to see another story another piece of media that's popular that has the main character as a monk, like that is a really, really profound statement in a piece of art and in its success, right? Um, I love how even in the end, when it came to him deciding whether or not to like end Ozai's life, right? He didn't because it went against his philosophy, his spirituality, his values. At the end of the day, Aang was still himself. And I felt like that was so powerful because we live in a world that when you're different, people try to change you, try to put you in a box, try to tell you what's right
Put you
and
in a
what's
tube.
wrong. Yeah. I mean, you were put in a tube, literally. Guys, if you didn't know, Soren's a tube baby.
Yeah, I am a tube baby.
um, but yeah, I really love Atla for that. Amazing. They did an amazing job with it.
10 out of 10 would watch
Um,
again.
Honestly, yeah, I have rewatched Atla, and
I want to rewatch
it still hits the same. It still hits the freaking
it.
same. It's just amazing. Um, the world building process or just the basic first step of story creation often works like that. You have that one elevator pitch in your mind that's like arcane, but make it in like space or whatever. And then as you start writing, get some few ideas going, you realize, oh shit, I can throw in some other inspos, and boom, you flesh out your story. And now it's your own thing, at least for me. So Ungarath, are you also a writer or artist? Like what do you do? Um, because I love talking about the creative process. I have a lot of different creative disciplines that I am proficient in. And so just seeing how other creatives work in their own process, what their philosophy is like, what their way of thinking, their process, their feelings, I just love hearing about all of that. And that's why on KP Radio, I ask questions about that and I talk about that. And sometimes I bring people on and I interview them about their process and about their story, sharing stories. Hmm.
I love it when color theory makes this shit look brown. Nah, that's
What is
green.
that? That's green?
That's green.
Yeah, nah. I'll never understand color theory, guys.
That's
Never.
like a lime. That's part of the lime green.
I'll never understand color theory, guys. I just no. Just no. Just no.
It's okay. That's my job, not yours.
Yeah, it is your job. Thank God. Because I don't know. I hate drawing. I hate drawing. The funny thing is, I grew up drawing and painting like for many, many years. Like I would do really big. Ren, I don't know if you do pieces like this, but the pieces I used to do was like really big. I'm talking like
I mean, I've
big.
painted like 2 murals last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You do murals. I did used to do some murals with other people,
Not last year, like the beginning of this year,
but
or like
yeah.
somewhat in 2024.
Okay. Ungrat said, I studied
Yeah.
to become an actor, but I've always loved writing. Been working on a high fantasy story since 2014. Damn, 10 years? You know
Oh
what?
shit!
I gotta applaud because that takes dedication.
Not for
Um,
real.
Acting stuff took a bad blow, so I've been focused on my writing instead. The high fantasy story took a break because I have big plans for it. So instead of doing nothing, I've just been writing various stories of different genres to keep practicing. Yeah, practice is always good. Um, it's interesting what you can learn from writing in different genres and what you can take from that process. Uh, my biggest regret in life is never learning how to draw because I love to draw my ideas. Um,
You can start anytime.
you
There
can
is
start
no.
anytime, yeah.
You can start right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, take out that pen
There
and
is no
paper.
time limit.
Take,
Yeah,
take out that
take
pen.
that shit out right now.
Wait, I have a question. Are you breathing?
What?
Are you like? I have a question for Ungarath. Are you sitting here? Are you breathing? Do you have a pen? Do you have a paper? Can you write? Hello? If you can do that, you can sit down and just draw. Like, Yeah. They
There is
said
no time
I
limit of learning how to draw.
yeah, precisely. They said I do draw honestly, Soren, you've been a solid inspiration.
Shit.
That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. That's so sweet. I love that. Hey, you know what? Work with what you got. Krita may not be the best, but you gotta work with what you got. My personal
Hey, I have
philosophy.
friends who use Kratom.
Yeah, I mean, people use freaking MS Paint and they go crazy on that hoe. And
Um,
that software
no,
is
for real.
not the most intuitive thing to work with.
Not the best, but like people would be making masterpieces. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Ungrass is saying no. Krita is amazing. Is it Krita or
Uh,
Krita? I don't even know. I
Kratom?
say
Kratom?
Krita.
I don't know. I
Krita.
also say Kratom.
I just say Krita. No, Krita is amazing. No Krita slander here. I love the software. Okay, no. We misunderstood. That's
Okay, okay,
okay.
okay.
But hey, we're doing an art stream. If you feel like drawing, draw alongside Soren as I yap about random shit. um, but yeah, no, I love hearing like people inspiring other people, you know? Like, wow. Rin inspiring you to draw. I mean, I don't know if I've ever inspired anybody to do something, but
Hey.
what? What?
Hey.
What?
What do you
What?
mean you don't know?
I don't. I mean, actually,
How the fuck did this story start, huh?
I mean, it's like a feedback loop, right? Okay, I made a
Yeah, okay.
song, you got inspired by the song, and then you made your art, and then I got inspired by your art, and then I made the story, and now we're here working on it.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Ah, okay.
I don't know. But I guess nobody has ever what I'm saying is nobody has ever personally come to me, right? And they have
Ah, okay.
said to me the words, "You inspired me to start doing blah." Like I
Hmm.
don't think anybody
Yeah.
has ever said that to me is what I'm saying. All right. Ad break time. We're going to go on a little commercial break and take a little stretch, take a little water, take a little pee pee, go to the restroom, stretch. Okay, touch some grass or something. Don't stare at your screen all day.
And what color does this look to you?
um Gray? Brownish gray? Something?
Yeah. Straight brown.
Yeah. Okay. I just make it sound like it was gonna be something like dramatically different.
Cause color three making this shit look red.
I mean, yeah, it does
You know?
look more reddish, but I think like the more you zoom into it, right, the more it's easy to actually see the color like isolated. All right, little tiny ad break. Um, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Uh,
Mhm. Um, all right, back from the ad break. Did you guys stretch? Did you get some water?
nah.
Where's the hydrate? Wait, hold on. Where's the freaking soggy PK water? Where's my water?
Oh, look at him.
Mm.
Oh, look at little PK.
I got some Lucas here with me. Some Mexican
Mm.
candy. I'm obsessed, bro. I can't.
Oh,
Mm. It just like it just hits. It hits the right spot. You know, it's like
hmm.
it's like salty and sour and a little sweet. Like flavor profiles I all love. Um oh god, you said your shit sucks, but that's part of the process. It is part of the process. You know how much shit art I've made in my life? A lot. A lot.
Everyone starts somewhere.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's also really nice and important to have a community around you that is supportive in your journey of growth because it's really easy. It's really really easy to get discouraged, to feel like maybe I should just stop, right? But when you have that support, when you have that love, when you have somebody just in your corner saying, "No, keep going." It's kind of like the only reason why I'm at the point where I am in my artistic journey, you know?
You know, you want to know something crazy?
What?
Back in high school, my art teacher, my old art teacher,
Yeah.
was doing like some career shit for some reason.
Like a
Right?
career seminar or lesson or some what
Yeah,
do you mean?
she was just asking like people like, oh, what do you guys want to be in the future? Like, what fucking career path you want to go down?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're an art teacher. You're not supposed to be doing this. But when it was my turn, and I was like, oh, illustrator. She's like, she shut that shit down. She was like, oh no, that's a bad.
You told me about this. She
Yeah.
literally said that like you're not gonna make it. That's
Well, fuck you,
crazy.
teach.
That's crazy. And we're gonna prove her wrong. Take that negativity as fuel. Eat that shit up. Yummy. And turn that shit into
Yum yum
fuel
yum.
for your success.
No,
Okay.
and here's the more crazy part. That teacher during that year barely showed up at all.
You know what I think?
Yeah,
When people spew hatred and negativity, right? Let's say
they're
you're
coping.
good, yeah, but they're coping. Like that says more about them as a person and where they're at in their lives and in their journey than it does about you. There's a difference between being negative and hateful versus constructive criticism. There's a difference. Criticism is necessary, okay, to get better, okay?
To
Because,
learn.
yes, to learn, because it's not just practice makes perfect. No, it's perfect practice that
It's
makes
okay to fail.
perfect. It's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes. But if you don't critique your work, if you don't take in constructive criticism and learn from it, you will not be able to improve. Okay. If you keep practicing things in the wrong way and then you later on down the road and you question, why is my art still shit? Well, maybe you've been doing things the wrong way. And I'm not here
And your
to
reach.
say that there is a right or wrong way. There is just the way that you want to, there's just a point where you want to get, you know? And if the point where you're at right now is not in line with that, then maybe it's time to re examine the way you're doing things, you know? Because art is subjective, right?
Yeah.
For one person, it could be really good. For another person, it could not be that good. But what
Yeah.
matters is, where do you want to go? Where do you want to take things? Where are your intentions, right? And
How far are you
if,
willing to go?
and how far are you willing to go to get there? If it's not currently where you're at is not in line, or what you're doing is not in line with where you want to be, then it's time to re examine and it's time to learn to be better as a creative, or even as a person. You really have to be a student of the craft, a student of life, a student of art, whatever it is that you want to be better at. You must have an open mind. You must be open to learning. And I always say, for me personally, what I think is, the moment I stop learning is the moment I'm dying, that I start to die, you know?
Yeah.
Because life is about growing and evolving and changing. Life is all about change, right? There are no constants.
We are
So,
always evolving
yeah, exactly.
because we're fucking
So,
humans.
yeah, we're not like, even a rock changes in time. It
Yeah.
weathers,
Hmm.
and in a river it becomes smoother, like a river stone. So,
A place you visited 10 years ago will not look the same if you visit it now.
yeah, exactly. So, Ungrad says, when I go back to read the first drafts for my story, I'm like, God damn, whoever let me start writing this shit. I feel that. I feel that. Like, when I look at the stuff I used to write, or stuff that I wrote in middle school, I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Rin knows. But God, it was awful. It was so awful. But I
It was
loved it.
funny.
It was fun. I loved it. It fed my soul, and I think that's the North Star of being a creative, right? Is make sure you feed your soul, with the stuff that you love.
Yeah, sometimes I look
Do
back
the
at the
things you
old art
love.
I made. I was like, hey, look, check this fucking groove.
Yeah. And I like keeping those things, even my shit art. I like keeping those things because it's like a, wow, look how far I've come. Because sometimes you can be really hard on yourself, right? And you feel like you're not improving, or you're just shit, right? But then you look at stuff that you used to do years ago and you're like, wow, I have changed, In the grand scheme of things, there is growth.
It's like, damn, I've
And
gotten better.
yeah, for sure. So it's like, you're not stagnant. It's okay. Things will keep moving. You just have to keep moving and keep believing in yourself as best as you can. Having faith in yourself is probably one of the most important things as a person and as a creative, because it pushes you to have the confidence, have the audacity, to be honest, to do more. um Now I'm reading some of the chapters, and damn, I'm like, damn, I'm cooked. Yes, being surrounded by like-minded people is crucial to hold each other accountable for our work processes and compel each other to outdo ourselves, not in a competitive way, but more so, let's be better than we were yesterday. Exactly. I'm always trying to strive to be better than I was yesterday. Even in small ways, a small, like, detailed details, that you don't notice in the moment, right? When it's happening, right? But you look back and you're like, wow, I really have changed. I really have improved. Even what, last night, actually, I
Aw.
was listening back to some music that I made like 4 years ago.
Oh.
Ooh, 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 makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. But I was listening to my vocals, right? My voice,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I sound so flat. Like, I feel like my vocal performance and my versatility as an artist, like vocally, musically, and my songwriting, not only did I get better as a singer, like I can sing better, but my vocal performance got better. Like I have such a wider range of oh my god, I cannot speak. Pause. My pause. My vocal performance, okay. I have such a what? Hello. Okay. My brain. Hold on. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this, guys. I'm gonna get this. My vocal performance has improved so much. I have a wider range of emotions that I can express vocally. And back then, I didn't have that. I didn't know how to tap into that. And it's just really, really cool. The different styles I can do, the different emotions I can express, the different stories I can tell and make it feel real, make it feel authentic, right? I have
Yeah.
a much better ability to do that now. Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Which is really cool, I think. Um Ungrath says the creative process is like a body of water. If it's still and unmoving, it'll fester and create shit that'll kill any form of life. I love how you worded that, by the way. But a river in constant movement will bring life and change the landscape. If you lock yourself in a bubble, you'll never grow. If you surround yourself with people who can and will critique your work, uh, if you read, watch, listen to a wide array of stuff, you'll always evolve. Yeah, I think changing and evolving is also about absorbing and processing and reflecting and ruminating. I do a lot of rumination.
I am in the middle of pulling old art from 2020.
Oh yeah, is that what you've paused?
Yes.
Pull it out.
Hold
Let's
on,
see
man.
it. Let's see it. Let's see
It's
how
like,
much you've
okay.
changed. But you know, even the points where I created shit art, I still appreciate those. I still appreciate the memories and the point that I was at, you know? Earlier this stream I talked about appreciating the little things, being able to wake up in the morning, eat food, have a roof over your head, being able to walk, you know, to have the ability to even create art is stuff that we should not take for granted. The people in your life, all your little blessings, count them. Count them every day and your perspective will change. It becomes a lot easier to be present and to be happy.
Uh,
Um,
you didn't see anything.
I saw that.
No. Okay, so these are actually Ray's OCs that I drew uh, back in 2020.
Uh-huh.
That's one of them.
This is like 4 years ago now,
Yeah, basically.
or almost 5 years ago, because 2024 is about to be over.
Yep. It's like both of her OCs. Hey,
Mm,
my old handle.
yes. Rest in peace. So fantastic. Yeah, talk about
Wait, what
these.
was the? Huh?
Talk about like your old art. How do you feel about it now, and like where you were at that point?
I'm very indifferent. I don't really care about them. But I don't hate them. I don't like
Mm.
them. I don't hate them. They're like,
Mm-mm-mm.
oh, it's there.
You're like it is what it was what it was at the time,
Yeah.
and now where you're at right now, it is what it is at this time as well.
Yes. Where
Guys,
the
Soren
fuck's
is
the post
so
again?
wise.
I lost the post. I just grabbed them from
Oh,
where?
Ungrath said Soren's little icon is so adorable. I agree. Um,
Like
Soren did all the illustrations for
the little
KB
PNG
Radio.
boy.
Little PNG. Oh, hello, desktop.
Sorry.
I'm also a PNG tuber. I also stream with my
Pull it out.
PNG, but
Whip it
today
out.
I'm doing a face cam. Should I whip it
Mm,
out? You want me to?
you can show it off. Oh. Oh, okay. So these drawings, I actually posted them back in like in October 2020. So yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, so exactly like 4 years. Welcome back, Adrian. Still can't fix your Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm glad you're here for the time being. But yeah, today I'm doing a face cam. But let me let me
So
show my
2020,
little
and then versus 2024.
boom, guys. 4 years.
4 years.
Oh my god, that's incredible, isn't it,
Yeah, and I'm
guys?
continuously growing.
This is the process of fuck around and find out, guys.
No, literally.
This is the work. This is this is the energy. This is the power of fucking around and finding out. Okay, our glow up is insane. Wow. This is Kali, our main character of SOS. Our pretty
Even
girl.
back then, I was still messy. I didn't really care like about the line work if it was like clean or anything.
Yeah.
Here, I'm still like messy, but my lines are more confident and
Confident, bold, refined.
yes.
Yeah. You're still you, but a more refined you, a complete you, right? Um, Angra said, also really admire Soren's attitude regarding their old art. It was what it was. Yeah. That's why I said, guys, Soren is so wise. They're not a person of
Guys,
many words.
I was 14.
You were 14. That's crazy. You're not a person of many words, but I do think your perspective of things, though very minimal, right, is very like grounded, right? I think a lot of times we as human beings can get caught up in our delusions and
Yeah.
it makes us distracted from our path, from our journey, from where we need to be, right? And what we need to be doing. Um so I don't know. I think you're a very special person in that aspect. I don't think you doubt yourself a lot. You're just
No.
you're somebody who's very present in the moment. And you just
Yeah.
keep moving on, which is a really, really good
I
way
just go with the
to,
flow.
yeah, it's a good
Whatever has
way to
happened in the
view
past
things.
has happened. You can't go back on
Hmm.
it.
Oh
This is from
gosh.
2022.
The Valorant fan art. Adrian asks, does she nya? She does not nya.
There's no nyang.
They're so cute.
It's like I think this was like one of the first Valorant art posts I did.
Mm.
These two.
Oh, I was gonna show off my PNG tuber. Hold on.
Whip it out.
Let me load it. Alright guys, ready?
Back when Arcane came out.
Dim. I still need to watch Act 2.
These
Okay. Is my okay, there we go, guys. This is my little PNG tuber that Soren uh drew the illustrations for. Shout out Soren.
free of charge.
My co-host is the best. Hmm. It also has different expressions. So ooh, this is my phone. This is angry. This is me shouting on my phone.
Shouting at little people on your phone.
Yes. And then I can make my eyebrows go in. Yep. Okay. But Today is the face cam day, so. You
Oops.
shouting at my phone. Um,
But there were two pieces I made in 2023 where
oh
I don't
really?
know what the fuck I was eating. What the fuck I was cooking.
Is it the jet one?
Yeah.
Dude, this one? Mmm.
What the fuck was
Mm-hmm.
I eating that day? And then
Mm-hmm.
the Kiriko.
Mm-hmm. This is sick. Guys, I always love Soren art. You know what? You should thank me because I was the person who was like, you need to freaking post more. You draw so much. Like, guys, I don't think you understand. I've never met anybody in my life who draws as much as this bitch. And they like didn't post anything. They would
Yeah.
just send it to my DMs and be like, oh, just
There you
finish
go.
this. Here you go. And I'm like, I'm the only one being fed and you're starving all these people? Oh, oh my
Sorry.
god. This is just wow. So honestly, shout out to myself because I did that. You guys aren't starving anymore.
Yeah, there's a fat gap between April and September
Yes.
this year.
Adrian, your Wi-Fi is fixed?
You have a piece of jet and sage on a sunset and lives in my head rent free. Oh, I know what. I know which
Which
one you're
one?
talking about. This one.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
This one's cute. We love Jet and Sage.
I
Dude.
don't even play Val that much anymore.
Back then, me and Rin would duo in Val so much.
Yeah.
But
That's how we became besties.
mm-hmm. Our origin stories.
Our fucking origin story, you hitting me up for Val one day? I was like, okay.
Yeah. They tried to escape my server, my Discord server, 3 times.
3 times, guys.
You
But
can't
I
escape
couldn't.
me. You can't
I
escape me.
couldn't.
I have big plans for you. You can't escape me.
Mm.
I played Valorant once and got yelled at, so I quit. What? Why'd you get yelled at?
Oh, well.
Oh. But what is it? We weren't like a oh cute soft duo. We were like Jet and Reina duo. Like the most like red flag toxic mains, you know?
The thing was, I mean, I did play Jet a lot, but I was a flex player. But you would just put my ass on Jet.
Yeah. No, because you would pop off. Jet is very like mechanically hard.
She was the first agent I learned.
Yeah, because you're built different.
Okay.
The first agent I learned was Viper. No, not because she's mommy. I
Her kit was
no.
good.
I just liked her kit and like I played her in beta, okay? When Valorant was in beta, and I just thought she was an interesting character and yeah. Hmm.
I don't care much for the game, but I like the lore.
Hmm.
This goes the same for League. Fuck the game, but the lore,
I don't know shit about League lore. But Arcane's fire.
all good.
Hmm. A girl said they quit playing League because it was bad for their mental health. You know what? True. League is probably horrible for your mental health or something.
Both games are.
Yeah, they're awful.
The only good game is TFT.
Fire. No, yeah, you're right. No, I like didn't like playing League, but I love playing TFT. Fire, fire. But oh, Yeah, Riot needs to open up like a therapy hotline for all their players because they need it. Uh, I did main a lot of different ones. So I made Viper, and then I made Sage for a while,
Yeah,
and then I made Killjoy, and
yeah.
now I main Reyna. I don't remember why I switched to Reyna. Oh shit.
I don't remember either. Because I know you
Hmm.
played a lot of Sage when we first started
Mm-hmm.
dueling.
And then when I was like getting into Killjoy, and then we were doing like Killjoy lineups and stuff.
Yeah. And then I remember one time we were just looking at fade lineups as well on Fracture.
Yeah. I cannot play Fate like that, to be honest, but
Nah.
and then I just became a Reina main. I think you know what it was?
But
It's because I would play Sentinel a lot. Like I would be a Sentinel main, right?
yeah.
But then I would be like out fragging people and like
Mm.
I was like sometimes play a lot more aggressive as like a sage. I wanted to be a battle
Battle
sage.
Sage.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? It's time to get in my duelist era. Angra said, all right, I'm sad, but I'm gonna hop off. It's 2 a.m. here. Join the Discord, follow you both. Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see how this project evolves. Keep artisting. Y'all are inspiring me to keep going. How about that, Kit? You inspired me. Thank you.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. A first time occurrence. According to my memory. Because I have terrible memory, so you can't really trust me on that. But
Me too.
thank you. I'm so happy and glad to have inspired you. And thank you for spending time with us. And
Thanks for stopping by.
thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. More Signs of Sagara next Saturday. Um, this Monday is Music Monday. I can finally go back to Music Monday. 'Cause I have my
Yippee.
headphones in now. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing though. Hmm.
Oh, it's okay. I never know what I'm gonna work on Saturday until like the night before.
We talk about it though.
We
I literally
do.
tell you like, oh yeah, you could do this or this and that. It was up to you, like how you're feeling.
I make the final call because I'm drawing.
Yeah. Um, I've been waiting obviously for my headphones to come in, but also for what is it? My producer, he's like changing his setup. Lazy.
Mm. Yeah.
He's been like organizing all of his stuff and like changing his whole setup. So he said it should be up this weekend. So I mean it's Saturday
Mm.
now, so it should be all good. So I might like call him or text him or something to see if he wants to come back on Monday and work on some stuff.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to start singing again.
Beep, beep, beep.
And if not, maybe I'll do a little mini concert. I don't know. You Kit Presley fans want to listen to me sing? Maybe.
Me, me, me.
Maybe we'll do some a mini concert. Maybe do some karaoke. I don't know. I'm doing karaoke tonight with my family,
Fun.
or they want to. Um, my brother's girlfriend. She's really good at singing.
Oh shit, fire.
Yeah, she like sings for her church and stuff. She got vocals, bruh.
I think you told me.
Yeah, she be singing Whitney Houston like it's easy or something.
Shit.
Nah, that shit makes me want to die.
Uh,
I'm also just not much of like a belter, like a soulful singer, you know? I have a much
mm,
more like poppy vocal. Mm, but yeah, I love listening to her sing. She's really, really cool. Mm, that was really nice. Ungroth.
yeah,
I love having conversations like these, you know?
yeah.
Mm. I'm liking the vibes of Odom so far.
Yippee. Oh yeah.
I think it'd be really interesting once we get into buildings, more buildings and like interiors.
Yeah. I think honestly, I should just go learn Blender so we can figure out buildings more easily.
I mean, I think that was the initial plan, though, to
Oh yeah.
build things in Blender so that we can have an easier time with like camera angles and shots and stuff like that. Just like basic shapes, nothing like extremely
Yeah.
detailed. Like we're not doing a whole 3D freaking like game or something.
We're not making a game.
But just for reference, like anything that is gonna be drawn multiple times in different angles, it definitely helps
The Marelich
perspective
Tower,
wise.
definitely.
Yeah. It definitely helps perspective wise and just to keep like continuity.
Yeah.
And plus, Blender isn't too bad to learn if you're not doing it for like some type of industry pipeline, you know, because there's very like certain specifications and things you should do if it's like creating for people in front of you, you know, in the pipeline.
Yeah.
But if it's just for yourself and for future, for your like reference, and you're going to redraw it anyway, you don't have to be like super strict.
Yep. Might as well start learning how to 3D model right now because that's something I have to take for my major later.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Are you taking it next quarter? Like this coming quarter?
No.
Oh, so maybe next year?
Yeah,
Next school year?
probably.
Mm.
But might as well learn it now on my own.
You get started early, and then once you get into that class, everything's going to be easy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. While you're drawing, I must look up the script.
Have you not been looking at the script?
I've been busy
Oh,
entertaining our listeners, okay?
okay.
I can't like talk and read at the same time. I don't
Fair.
my brain isn't as big as Kali's, okay? Just it's not as wrinkly, okay?
Okay, okay,
You
okay.
can't have so many expectations for me, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was reading some of the chapter to one of my friends the other day, and I literally like started making edits while I was reading it
LOL.
to him. Yeah. That's just the process, you know? It takes some time. Like you step away from it and then go back to it.
Yeah.
Need I remind you why we're here? Let's coordinate before. Something about this feels like disjointed. Need I remind you why we're here? Coordinate. Maybe you should just cut to coordinate instead of saying let's. I mean, I feel like even when we get to the lettering point, right?
Yeah.
Literally
You're gonna
putting the
make some
panels
changes
together.
as
Like,
well.
I probably will just make changes.
Yeah.
Uh, that's just the process, you know?
See what fits better for the expression.
I don't think I want to do any editing right now, though, just because it takes too much, like, you gotta be, like, really, like, critical. I'm
Yeah.
just not in that headspace now because we're streaming, but I think I just want to get in my flow state and figure out how to continue chapter 2 with coin sentinels.
Mm.
Um, I always think it's interesting, like reading pages that have no dialogue. Like, I think that's really what's gonna separate us from like other webtoons, webcomics.
Better heavy on fucking dialogue. Everywhere I look, there's a
I
fat
know.
fucking blob of
I
text.
know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Trying to enjoy the
Oh,
art.
can I look at the art?
Please? Pretty
um
please?
yeah. Cause I'm definitely like the way I'm writing it, I'm definitely taking more inspiration from graphic novels rather than comic books. Comic books are very much more like succinct, you know? But there's also web comics where there's no dialogue and they just like it's like just the characters doing things, you know?
Mhm.
Like those like Twitter comics, you know?
Yeah.
Um which I think
Pretty.
that happens more often like with artists. It's just the artist creating, you know?
Yeah.
Um I think that happens more often with artists who don't really know how to write, but they just story tell like visually, right?
Mhm.
Um, but I think me as a writer with a heavily visual like background, I can kind of marry those things together. And working with you, of course, you're a really good visual storyteller.
I hate words.
Well, clearly, because you don't talk very much. You don't talk very much. But,
I mean,
that's
hey,
my
look at the
job.
child I created. Go look at the child I created. That bitch don't talk either.
um, what is it? Uh, hey, so it's like, I hate drawing, and that's your job, and you hate words, and that's my job. That's fine. We complement each other.
Wahoo. We love this bustling city.
It sure is bustling. I am reminded of a scene which, if you guys haven't seen Arcane season 2, this is not really like spoilers, but I am talking about it. I'm reminded of a scene when Victor walks um
Ask the people.
yeah, past people and like the things that he
Yeah.
sees and what it looks like. Yeah. I was like, this could be like cool. Like that's why I also got the idea of adding drug addiction to one of our characters, to
Yeah.
Czar. Because I did say that there would be gangs and stuff like that, right? So
Yeah.
drugs and other forms of exploitation and making money illicitly, right? Um, so yeah, like representing that as well in the environment, in the space, and the culture.
Yeah.
Ooh, just cracked the frick out of my neck.
Oh, actually, I heard that. I was like wondering what the fuck that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack my back.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn, bruh.
Oh, oh. Ooh.
Damn, bruh.
Like a little
Calm down, calm down.
uh I feel like one of those plastic centipedes, that are connected by like segments. You just like take it and you go.
I mean, that's literally your vertebrae. That's how your spine is.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
It,
Mm.
I almost have 4K points.
Oh, what's that? What's that range? Oh, rob the vault.
Hey guys, I have the power. I have the
You
power to
do.
rob. But will I use
You
it? No.
you do have the power.
Suffer.
You have the power to redeem artist feedback, but
I get it for free anyways.
you get it for free. So, oh, like that one time, like working on that illustration.
Oh
For
yeah, I was like,
pottery.
I don't this fucking lip.
That was a struggle. But hey, it looks good now. Looks better.
Looks better.
Uh, I forgot I included this that the coffee machine is out of coffee, so Koi buys a soda.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Let's see, how many pages is this? 8 pages that I've outlined for this episode. Hmm.
All right. What do I have? We have in the first corner.
In the red corner.
In
In the
the red
blue
corner.
in the red corner we have uh
Odom being shined on by the fucking bright ass light.
okay.
The other corner. An
In the blue
alleyway. People walking
corner.
by.
I like that close up shot.
Yippee! And testing waters.
Mm-mm.
Or testing waters.
Mm-hmm.
Some dogs. And then now we have the bustling area.
Yeah. Like where the markets and stuff probably are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like a Merilith temple or somewhere. A
All the
Numari.
way in the
A
background.
Numari temple. Song's fire. Riot is actually just a music company.
Yeah. I love
In the kingdom
Riot the Music
come.
Company.
Riot the music company.
Games? Riot Games? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Riot
Riot doesn't make
Music?
games. Riot doesn't make games. Riot makes music. I want to do a song for Riot so bad. I hope I can get there one day. That's a dream.
That's the ultimate dream.
What would you
Watch, we're
do?
never both gonna work. What?
What would you do if I was like, hey, I just did a song for Riot?
That's the day I die.
The day you die? You're like, GG.
GG's.
GG's.
Guys, we made it. It's been done.
It's been done. We made it. We
It's
made
been
it.
done.
And then I'd be like, by the way, guys. Well, by the
Hey
way,
guys.
Riot, I know this artist.
You start there.
Like really, really good art for y'all, maybe.
One thing I love doing, character design.
For sure. How has it been working on environments though? Because I know a lot of artists typically get into
It's
art
actually
because of
fun.
characters. You're having fun, like doing
Yeah.
landscapes, and I personally find
Cause
landscape
like
studies to be fun.
cause I get to be messy. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's how nature is. It's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's all rigid and rough, a little smooth here and there, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. Which is the vibes of our story, you know?
I'm on the wrong
Organic.
layer.
Oh, oh. Vibes are a story. Organic yet, you know, futuristic yet fantastical, you know?
I just realized I had more ideas on how Odom looked than Isolara.
Isolara. Yeah. Even though most of our cast is they're
From
Isolarans.
Isolara.
Yeah. A lot of the story takes place in both areas though, but especially Odom. The darkness of
Here's
Odom.
the flip of the coin. I've designed more Isolaran characters and
Mm-hmm.
barely any Odomites,
Mm-hmm.
but for environmental stuff. we've done better with Odom than Isolara.
Yeah. I think I'm most excited to see the buildings in Isolara.
Buildings.
Isolara is
Yeah.
especially like very beautiful, you know.
For Isolara buildings, the main reference will definitely be Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Black Panther is a actually amazing reference.
I
Like
know.
it's actually
It's so
so
pretty.
mwah, it's perfect. But now we just have to add like the kind of Asian influences and stuff and fit our environment because we have like more water and such and
Yeah.
such. But Wakanda also has water. Like they have like a
Yeah.
river. Yeah.
Yeah. They do get a little flooded at some point.
Yeah. Hmm.
I wonder by who.
Wonder how that happens.
Great movie.
It really was so good. Like I feel like it's not oftentimes that a sequel does really well, you know, for me.
Mm-mm.
But I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like in some ways I almost like the second movie more. Like they're both
Mm.
really good. But I felt like I think I talked about this before, like the first movie, I felt like they could have done so much more with Killmonger.
Yeah.
Like
He his
his story is
existence is kind of short.
interesting. Yeah, it was really short.
It's real
Like
short.
his story is very interesting, and I think him as a character is interesting, and the way he contrasts T'Challa, you know,
Yeah.
like, and it tells the story of the African like diaspora, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like they could have done more with it.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, but it was still a really good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, number two literally set up a third movie. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Which
More content.
oof. Because I want to see more of Namor. I am so glad
Yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
kill
yeah, yeah.
each other. I am so happy they didn't kill each other because I'm like,
No, me too.
no, like
No, fish boy, no.
solidarity. You know, like we need to stand together.
I want to see
So
more of that of your little nation of yours.
exactly, like it's so beautiful and so cool. Like you can't just nah, bro. You can't just introduce this entire world and people and civilization and then wipe them out. Like no, come on, they're so cool.
Don't do me like this.
Yes. I think I remember you saying in the past the art style for backgrounds, what you were gonna take inspiration from, but I don't remember exactly. Was it Billingsley with CTC, Countdown to Countdown? Or
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. A little bit of that.
a little bit of that? Was there something else?
I don't know. Probably like that painterly style of Arcane.
Mm. Man, Fortiche Studios,
Pretty studios, bro.
they they're so good.
The fact everything is fucking animated in Maya.
No, that's crazy.
My dream.
I've had to work a lot in Maya when I was in university. Gosh,
Mm.
I don't like 3D modeling, guys. I just don't.
I
But
mean,
shout
I
out to
think it's
those
a
who
good
can.
experience.
It is. It's good.
It's good to know.
It's good to know kind of the general process, but damn, is it?
You wanna know what type of memes I keep seeing now
Mm,
about animation students or animation people?
what?
The learning curve of 3D modeling.
It's steep. It's steep. It's just like the process is so intensive, I think.
Yeah.
and you have to be very organized, and also there are very strict things that you need to follow. So when you pass off the model to somebody else, to an
Yeah.
animator or a rigger or like a texture artist, right? Like
Hmm.
you got to make sure your model is good. So and it is that's not even like talking about like making an actual good looking model, but it's about making also a model that
Models don't have to be good.
functions well, you know.
Hey, the day I learned how to 3D models and rig a little character, you're getting a VTuber model.
No way, bro. It's funny because
Watch.
Puppy asked me, right, like, oh, do you ever like plan to get into VTubing? And I was like, it's not really like, nah, I never really, thought about it, like doing VTubing seriously, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like,
Well, if you were to have a VTuber model, it'd just be you again.
yeah, that, and it's also like, because I do face cam as well. And then for days where I don't want to do face cam, I just use my PNG tuber, and I think that's pretty like solid.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, then if I if you if you get to a point where you're like, I'm just gonna straight up make you a VTuber, guys, I'm getting isekai into 3D worlds, but not our 3D world.
Because I like to fuck around a lot.
You do. I think it's a good experience for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the number of projects I've done that are just like random, that I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it just because I want to see if I can.
I mean, hey, yesterday I literally learned more about animating, and I
Yeah,
gave you an A ball.
boom.
In one whole
Like,
day.
it's about like, I feel like by just doing things, you learn so much in the process, you
Yeah.
know? But if you never do it and you always like hold yourself back
How are you gonna grow?
because you're like, well, I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Well, it's like, well, how do you think you learn how to do
Yeah.
something? You learn by doing it and by researching, learning from other people. But you have to get
Guys,
started.
the internet is right there. The
Guys,
internet is a tool. Use
we
it.
live we live in the age of information. Like, there is no point in saying that you don't know how to do something and so you can't do it. Just it's just a matter of how bad do you want to do it. Clearly not bad enough because you're not already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no point at which you will be quote unquote ready.
You are
Just
never ready.
you're never ready. Just do it. And then the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at these images trying to like cap absorb the vibes and trying to
Which
imagine
images?
our sentinel gang in Odom.
Oh, just like the shit I'm drawing.
This is stuff that you're drawing, yeah.
Okay.
How detailed do you think you'll do background?
Not that detailed. They're not important.
Not that detailed, yeah. Just generally, if you know where the character
Yeah.
R's, if you know where the characters are, that's good. That's good enough, pretty much.
Using colors and shadows, just
Mm-hmm.
tones.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot. I'm on the fucking wrong layer again.
Bruh.
Colors, shape language, um,
Talk
shapes,
talk about
um,
shape language.
oh,
What is shape language?
specific shapes can get a general feeling of how a of character design. It can give you a feeling on how how character acts, like if they're more dangerous or they're more like passive, kind.
Mm.
Like using big squares or rectangles, you can see a character is like, oh, they're strong. And then triangles, that's like danger,
Mm.
dangerous. They're more like they're just sharp.
Mm-mm.
And then
Circles are
circles,
more
round,
passive, oh,
soft.
approachable.
Yeah,
Mm. But these are tropes. These are
those are tropes.
tropes, but tropes are not necessarily a bad thing, or you can use them as a tool to
Yep,
reinforce certain ideas or subvert them
yep.
in the story. So some things I want to say, but I don't know if it's if I should say
Say
them.
it, say it.
Like uh Akui, the shape language is more about circles and flowiness, right?
Yeah,
Flow because of water.
yeah,
Um
yeah,
but they could be dangerous people too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything can be dangerous.
Anything could be dangerous in Sagara. Of course.
There are no boundaries. There are no rules.
Yes. But
Even a
there aren't
circle is strong.
characters. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Even circles are strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of a character that has like a triangle shaped language, but is actually a nice, passive, open, soft person. Not exactly, but maybe Aster. Aster has more like
Yeah,
spiky, kind of
I made sure his design was sharp.
sharp, yeah, sharper design. But his personality is actually more so silly, and
Look
he's
at him.
uh he's a nice person. And I like that. I like subverting that expectation. Because he looks like he's a rascal and an asshole and super arrogant or something, which he can be, but
But no, this is how he is.
this is how he actually is.
Right here.
He's so silly, bro.
Another.
He's so silly, bro. I just love that so much. Like I love that contrast or like subverting that expectation of how he would act,
Yeah.
how he actually is.
I just love Aster.
Yes.
Currently, I'm drawing him right now.
Yep. We all love Aster. He's our comic relief in a story that can get very dark.
Big old water boy. Fun old water boy.
So since you know, Odomites they don't like chimeras.
Yeah.
You think as a chimera living in Odom, do you think they would hide their chimeric features?
Honestly, probably, yeah.
Mm. Maybe some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah, I would feel so.
Sora is somebody that doesn't.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. He's like, I'll fight you.
What worse can they do?
He's like, I've already been through hell. There's nothing that phases me anymore.
But yeah, there's probably some chimeras that would hide their
Mm,
features and stuff.
yeah.
Those who are scared.
Oh no, I think they're starting karaoke.
Uh-oh.
Guys, I'm cooked.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have another Saturday moment from last week.
Last week was so funny. I was so drunk. I think people really enjoyed me being super drunk. I think it was really fun for everyone. But I need to edit some clips and start posting those as well. Maybe
Hmm.
I was thinking to make the connection stronger and to cut out fluff. Maybe not have um Koi be a coffee drinker. Or maybe the can tab is a coffee. Like like you can buy coffee in a can.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I literally have a can right next to me.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's like something like that. Right? So, because like I don't think it's necessary to have this whole sequence of them like, oh, there's no coffee, and oh, okay, let me buy a soda or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's super loud. Can you hear it? That kick. The karaoke. It returns. Means I have
No,
to
actually.
rewrite. Oh, well, that's good then. If you can't hear it.
Well, I can't hear it on Discord, so but I don't really know on your stream.
That's true, because
But if your
Discord has
stream
its
and
own like
Discord picks
noise
up the
suppression.
same thing, yeah.
Hmm. It's like pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie though.
Oh.
Um,
Hmm. Where where else in Odom where should we look at? We got the bustling city. We got the
uh, the
overarching
the rail
Isor.
station,
A rail station.
the mechanic shop. So one, the
There's
the
uh,
rail
there's a lot of legendary
station.
stations. So going more
More.
yellow.
So the rail station, the mechanic shop, construction zones. Or like
Okay, okay.
um there's also like the stormwater pumps, like the tents that they set up there,
Okay, okay.
which you can, for some of those you can reference like the scripts that I've already written to see the descriptors. I can also I already have it open up, so I can describe it or see what I've written down for it anyways. For some of them. Some of them I have like more detailed descriptions, others I don't really have that detailed of descriptions.
All good.
I can't wait for my new keyboard to come in so I can um experience typing on it. I think the typing experience will be so nice.
I think
And
when it comes in, I expect you to FaceTime me and unbox it.
okay, bet I will.
Just like when you got your mouse pad.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. That's funny. Um I think I put a couple references of the rail station. These are you shouldn't follow these exactly. Some ideas. Let me DM them to you though.
Oh yeah, we said something about like having two levels or something, or we're
Yeah,
scrapping that.
yeah, like one ground level and one that's like top. Either that or a system where it is moved, like not levitates, I don't think, but like mechanically is basically lifted to attach to the sky rail,
Mm.
or um something like that, or there is two levels or something. There's a Pinterest board I think with Sagara technology. uh I'm going to view these pictures.
Thanks.
I feel like, bro, the
Oh, I can
karaoke
hear
is
the karaoke
so
now.
loud. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's quite loud. I'm trying to get more images. The But to like modify these to fit our aesthetic will be, I think, a challenge.
Mm, honestly. These remind me of gondolas.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about gondolas.
Yeah.
Oopsies. Black Panther also has its own like I guess subway or, like train system, rail system, right? But that shit is like flying. Cause woo woo
Yeah.
vibranium.
That shit. Yeah. To move all the vibranium.
I think maybe 3D modeling the rail would be helpful. It's probably gonna be drawn a lot.
Yeah, probably. Most definitely.
It was interesting in Black Panther. I think they had those like pillars that also had like runes on them or something. I don't know. Do you think we should have something
Yeah,
like
I was
that?
thinking about them.
Yeah.
Instead of how Black Panther uses them, like
Mm.
train or like it it deactivates the uranium.
Mm-hmm.
We this is how the the rail goes from the bottom spot. Uh,
Uh-huh.
the runes just makes it levitate to make it transfer up to the top one.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, we got some sci-fi elements. Yeah. It's not just fantasy.
I mean,
I like the
sci-fi is literally
concept.
one of our main genres.
I love the concept because it really blends like technology with fantasy.
Hmm.
Because it's like woo levitating train, but it's like woo woo magic, right? Because
Ooh,
magic.
magic. Ooh, magic.
I mean, in science fiction, technology is practically just magic. They're magic, you know.
Yeah.
But we have both. We have technology that is actually magic.
Yeah. Let's add some. Let's put a bench right here.
Like a fucking bus stop.
Yeah. Shut up.
I imagine it
All
to
right,
be more
guys,
like
take a seat
a.
while your rail is
I imagine it to be more like a subway station though,
arriving.
rather than a bus.
There can still be seats somewhere.
Yeah, I mean yes. I mean there are benches in subway stations, just not so close to the rail because it's like you know
Yeah,
how they
no.
have that like padding, yeah.
Make
But they're
way. Yeah.
like please step away from the yellow line, or else you're gonna get swooshed by how fast this thing goes and fall in and die.
We don't want that to happen.
No, no, no.
So we're gonna put a wall There. Karaoke.
Yeah, I
As
know.
soon as you end the stream, they're gonna grab your ass.
Like, sing a song.
Come sing, come sing. Of course, this is not gonna be like the color of the rail. I'm just
Hmm.
concept design. Respect the mouse.
Do you have an idea of like the colors?
No,
Nope.
brown. That's all.
Because it's something that exists in Isalara and Odom.
Yeah. Brown or gray. It's those are the neutral colors that we've chosen for many things.
Like the Sentinel's uniform is gray, no? Or brown.
Uh, it's like it's like black, like an
Black.
ashy black.
Like ashy black. I
Yeah.
think we could do like a maybe medium gray or
Where the
like
fuck?
hmm,
Yeah.
like a medium gray, and then
Where
like the
the fuck is
highlights
it?
for like the runic stuff is white, maybe.
Yeah. Yes, it's like
Yeah.
darkish ashy. Yeah. Inquisitors are brown. Oh,
Bro, that karaoke is gonna be the death of me.
ah,
They're gonna barge into my room and be like, "Come sing a song, come sing a song."
not right now.
Oh. Hmm.
Mm.
I think I'm just thinking visually how to weave certain actions in and out because I'm thinking of okay, coffee can drops from the vending machine. Koi leans down to pick up the can from the dispenser. And then in the back, you can see Aster and Priya in the sparring
Cersei
grounds.
gets body slam.
And then, and then I think from that shot, like
Aster
seeing
is
them,
thrown to the floor.
yeah, seeing them in the background, they're just like sparring, right? And then it goes into like Aster and Priya's perspective, right? And then it jumps back to Koi, just like sitting on a bench or something, watching them spar, maybe. This is why this is doing that.
Hmm.
I think it's just some formatting issue I was having.
uh,
You think if Koi was like watching them and they're like taking a sip of coffee, right? Do you think when Aster gets body slammed, do you think they will like choke on their coffee? Be like, oh my god. Damn.
like the scenes where they just spit out the drink. Spit out the drink a bit.
Or
Maybe.
would Koi more be like, oh, this is normal?
Depends on how long they've been working together. A lot.
Well, Koi recent is a newer Inquisitor. So
So probably shocked.
yeah.
Probably the surprised face.
Probably pretty new to this, right? Like they're not strangers,
Mm-mm.
because Koi knows that Aster is silly, but probably not like us. They haven't like been partners for years or something, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I gotta learn how to write like fighting sequences.
Uh,
Mm. Hi Mags, how's your nap? I got karaoke going on in the background again.
again.
I'm just working on chapter 2, scene 3 of the comic. Hmm. Aster uses an ice spear. That's right. Mm.
Yeah. And then if he's not using ice, he just whacks people with pole.
Yep.
And boy, that hurts.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to decide what pace it should be at when we switch from Koi's perspective into Priya and Aster sparring. If it should be like more fast paced. Because we know with like the ritualistic fights, like the way it starts is like more slow, you know? There's more like build up and suspense.
Since this is just sparring, it's probably fast.
Mm. And they're like already in the middle of it once Koi's like out
Yeah.
there. I think okay, I'm looking at it. I like the stairs, I like the shape, but I think for a Rune Rail station it probably wouldn't have stairs considering accessibility. Like
Okay. Goodbye,
like how a
stairs.
sub yeah, like how a subway station is just flat, you know, and you could just like walk in to the subway. You get what I'm saying? Like the platform
Yeah.
and how the subway is kind of like
Eh,
in in the ground a little. So no
I
issues with
just kind of have it as
accessibility.
looking up angle.
Mm-hmm. Which is awkward because
All right.
it's just flat.
Goodbye to this fucking wall. Hold on. Yeah. Gotta get rid of this wall here real quick.
But it could be from the perspective of somebody sitting down, maybe. I don't know. Oh, the karaoke.
Mm.
Oh, Mags, you should check out our
Okay.
emotes, our new emotes. Um, that was good. I was really exhausted after performance. How was the performance? You know, interesting. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I was talking to my brother about
My
streaming
God.
it. Shut up. I was talking to my brother about streaming because
Fucking.
he used to stream 3 years ago. Uh the same time I was like streaming as well. Um
Mm.
and he was like, "Yeah, I like don't like streaming. I hate streaming. I hate the feeling that like somebody's watching
Oh.
me, you know?"
Oh.
And he's like, "When I play games, I just kind of want to like chill, you know, and hang out with my friends." And I'm like,
Okay.
that's fair, that's real, but I don't know. I don't feel that way though. I have a lot of fun now when I stream. When I used to stream, I didn't have as much fun, but I feel like now I have a lot of fun. Um,
Oh yeah.
I think the difference is just like a community that supports me more and like genuinely enjoys what I do. Um, and it's interesting because I never felt this way about myself, like growing up, but maybe I am really meant to entertain or perform because growing up and like working in all this art stuff, right? And then music, like I never had the dream of like, I want to be on stage and I want to be famous and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I want to sing to like a bajillion people in a stadium. Like I never had that dream ever. Um I just had fun. And in fact, I feel like it was the opposite. Like I just want to disappear. Like I don't want to be perceived. But here I am being
My
perceived.
internet's lagging.
Oh, oh no.
I'm lagging. Nah.
Um and just like, oh, I don't want to be perceived, right? I don't want to be in front of people. Um but I guess I just kind of like got used to it and got more into it, and it's interesting cuz like other people um that I find to be really entertaining and really interesting to watch, like for example Noah, right? Like I feel like Noah would be such a funny little micro internet celebrity, right? But they're like my brain, like the way Noah's brain works, they don't like that. Like they don't like being perceived by so many people, and they feel anxiety about it, and they just feel like they're the way their brain works is like they're not built for that type of thing, like having that type of platform and people perceiving you in such a way. And that comes with a lot of things like parasocial relationships and obsession, and then haters and all this other stuff. But I feel like I'm a really grounded person, and I can deal with all of those things. Like I can accept and deal with all of those things, interestingly enough. Mag said it was okay. I really pushed myself because I was just super sick, but I needed to be better for the performance. Ended up not going super great. Aw, because I was still weak, but I'm glad I was there for my team. I'm glad you were there too, but I'm glad you were able to take a nap and rest, get some water, rest, take some time for yourself. Performing can be really draining. I can understand that. And it sucks being sick. Mag said, "You're an amazing performer, so true. I don't perceive you, Kit." Thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Um, I try. I try my best. Uh, I feel like I really was just kind of like thrown into the performing world and life, and I feel compelled to share my story and share a message with people and lift others up and help people look at things a different way. So I guess that's why I have a platform and why I go on stage. Yeah, to share my art with other people. Um, but yeah, I used to have really bad stage anxiety, performance anxiety, things like that. But I eventually grew from that, got over it, and here I am. And I have a lot of fun performing. It's actually really exhilarating sometimes. Just like a huge transfer of like energy. And I feel like you can express things that you don't normally express, I guess, on a day to day on a stage. But the thing about my brother is he used to perform a lot too because he was in choir. I think he used to be in band in like middle school. He like plays guitar and all this other stuff. He was a really good choir student, so um like he sang the national anthem for like I think his graduation ceremony in high school. He did this a bunch of like events and choir things and school events, and he said that he told me that he always hated it. Like he hates performing. But he's kind of just like forced into it. So that's like kind of like the difference between me and my brother. For me, I was always in art class. I was never in choir or band or anything like that. I was always an art kid. I was very quiet. Um So it's interesting. We're like the opposite from quiet art kid to a performer. She's a performer. She's a singer, an actor, and now I'm here on KP Radio, just doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? uh, I never thought to. I never, I guess, as a kid, had a dream to be a content creator or performer because I didn't think I was a very entertaining person. But I don't know. I guess as I grew, I learned more about myself, became more myself, and did all these other things. I guess the people around me thought otherwise. Like, I don't know. Am I entertaining, Ren?
I wonder what I say every fucking day.
I think I'm interesting, but I don't know if that's like entertaining, you know? Because I'm not a.
That, to me, it's entertaining.
That
But
to you
that's
is entertaining. Hmm. That's just the vibes I bring. Because I think overall my energy is very like calm, right? And sometimes we got like chaotic moments and stuff, but
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. um, but like I just wasn't sure that that was like entertaining to really watch, right? I
Er,
was feeling like you have to be a certain way, but now I'm just myself and I have fun just as myself, and I think that's why I can sit here and stream and have fun.
I may have been an art kid, but I was also a scout kid, so I had no
Oh, you're
choice.
lagging. You had no what?
No, no. I had no choice of going up and standing in front of people.
Hmm.
And boy, holding a flag for like pretty long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how long. Boy, that was a little tiring.
What compels you to share your art, Rin?
Uh, uh, I don't know, man. I just draw.
You just draw. You're like, I don't know. I don't care.
I just draw.
Like I
I
said,
don't. I don't
internet
really know why I
depriving.
started posting. I just did.
Uh, Mike said, internet depriving us of Sora and lower lag is so evil.
This is common knowledge, guys.
Your internet is silencing you.
Uh,
Um, I don't know. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that like I never felt like I was a star, you know? Like that I was meant to be like a star or
Shasta.
something. You know, like I never thought that I was meant to be in the limelight, right? But as I experienced like more things in my life and did more things and learned more about myself and kind of like the way people perceive me and the way people feel about me and just the type of energy that I have and that I bring around people,
Yeah.
uh I started to understand, maybe I kind of am meant to do this. Like maybe I kind of am a star. The way that Noah described it at one point in time was they said that my energy or the type of person I am, I'm kind of like a beacon. Like, I don't go and seek people out. I just have my own light, and the communities that I have surround me, I guess, you know? And I'm kind of a more open and approachable person in a different way, right? Like, I'm a very accepting and understanding person and open in a way. I'm kind of like a person that's like, I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna be here. And if you like that, I'm always just gonna be here, you know? So, not in the same sense of like a star that's like super dazzling and bright or something, right? But a beacon, more calming, but maybe a light to find your way home kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, like there have been people that have told me that they think I have like a lot of potential to be big or successful or like blow up, I guess, or be a star in some sense, right? And I don't know. I just don't know how much that is like grounded in reality, I guess, right?
Mm-mm-mm. Hold on. I need to use the restroom.
Go ahead.
BRB.
Yes, Mags, what is it? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Your mom bought one of those fake food baskets? From where? From HEB? Because that's actually hilarious. Just walked out of my room. I don't know why she got them. Because she want to play. She want to do a little role play. Shopping role play. Maybe there's supposed to be a Christmas present for something for somebody. Love and loyalty. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, a Christmas present for you, so you can play with your little like toy, uh, toy fake foods. No, that's actually so funny because I think so many people looked at my story and they thought it was real. Like, I'm like, guys, it's plastic. It's plastic. It does look kind of real though, like especially the tortillas, like those that really sold it for me, and it's like real HEB packaging too, which just makes it even funnier. Mm-mm. No, really. But the funnier thing about the story post is that, um, so many people liked it. Like even people that normally don't like my
Back.
story, they liked it, and I was like, guys, we are really just chuckling, laughing at these fake groceries. Welcome back, Rin.
Thanks.
Um, but what I was talking about before was people telling me that they think I have like a lot of potential to like blow up or be a star or something like that, right? And I'm like, huh, I don't know. Is that a delusion? Is that real?
Everyone has that potential if they try hard enough.
Maybe, but I think also a big part of success is luck, right? I mean, because if
That
it
is
was
true.
just if it was just about talent and hard work, there are so many talented people out there. Like so many talented singers and writers and artists and you know, but not everybody quote unquote
Yeah.
makes it. Not everybody makes it. So I try to keep my
Mm-hmm.
expectations
Which is
realistic.
kind of sad.
It is sad because I feel like there is a lot more art and stories that deserve to be shared, represented, consumed by the masses, right? Rather than the same old
Yeah.
like cookie cutter bullshit.
Mm.
Just try why I try to like manage my expectations and be realistic about them, right? Never lose sight of yourself in the pursuit of success, right? Like I think it's about redefining success for ourselves, right? I think it's successful to successfully complete a project that you feel passionate about, that you love, you know? I think it's a success to build a community, big or small, with your similar values and energy, sharing love, encouraging each other, you know? Like being a space for one another. But as far as potential to be a star, I've always wondered for myself, I'm like, do I have star power? Is that like a thing? You know?
Are you a star guardian?
Are you a star guard? That's funny. That makes me think of Jinx's Star Guardian skin. She has some funny lines.
Yeah.
But it's also like, who is qualified to
All right,
say
the
that?
ground is flat now.
Nice. Who's qualified to say that, right? The people that are working in the industries, the industry movers, you know? But honestly, I leave it up to fate. Whatever lies in my destiny, whether that means that I get big or not, or just live a chill and comfortable life, as long as I can continue creating art and continue to be myself and continue to grow and live comfortably, I think I'm happy with that.
Damn, my
Yeah.
dog is.
Oh well. Also, a lot of the times, the things that people think are like one night wonder, you know, like overnight wonder, they just suddenly blow up, right? Oftentimes, is not like overnight, you know? They've been working at their craft for probably a long time. They've had struggles that you've never seen, you know? You only see like the success part of it. And there's a lot of people who suddenly find success, as in like big audience, big profits or whatever, but they're not ready for it, you know? And then they are kind of crushed by the pressure, the weight of of all these like expectations, I guess. And I guess I never really want to be put in that position, right? I never really want to be like a overnight or one night wonder type of person. Like I want to steadily grow, and then when it's time, when the time is right, success will follow in its own way. It's about making sure you're ready for it, you know?
Nah. Just become Batman. Show up
What?
one day,
You
the
freaking went
band go.
Optimus Prime, bro. Say that one more time.
Just become Batman.
Just become Batman one day.
Show up one random night. Show up one random night and take over Gotham. Control Gotham.
I mean,
Bring peace to Gotham.
maybe. I don't think I'm ever gonna be Batman, bro. I feel like I do that to people's lives on like a smaller scale. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I just suddenly came into your life, and then I'm like, now we're here.
Sigh.
But that was like a gradual process, you know. I don't think I'm not like a meteor strike. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like a slow moving river.
You're like a snail.
A snail.
A snail that's slowly creeping towards
Slowly creeping towards. It's
towards
like
you. Don't
have you watched Adventure
don't
Time?
let the snail catch up. Yes.
You know how like the Lich is like a snail for like most of this.
Yeah.
This yeah, I'm like that.
It's
I'm
just a
like the
little
Lich.
snail.
I'm like the Lich.
Get out of here.
Oh my god, the Lich has a crazy, amazing monologue though. Where he's like, fall.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh. Just thinking about it gives me chills.
Love the glitch.
So I saw somebody do like a voiceover cover. I don't know if they're called covers in VA stuff, but I saw somebody do a cover of that monologue on TikTok, and I was like, oh
Mm.
my god, it's so good. Let's see if I can find it. It's so freaking good. Oh, I found it. Wait,
Immediately finds it.
can you pop it up
Mm.
on your stream?
Oh
Did they
yeah.
just call
I'm gonna
me?
have to play some audio.
I'm serious? I don't even know.
Uh-uh. You sending it?
Yeah, I just DM'd it.
Okay.
Oh, let me pause my music. Let me pause my music so we can appreciate this monologue.
Hold on. I need to
Oh
share my
no.
audio.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Ah, playing. I know. I need to share my audio.
Okay, okay.
Fall. You are alone, child. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. These ancients are just the beginning. I will command a great and terrible army, and we will sail to 1,000,000,000 worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You stronger, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end, and I have come for you.
Wow.
That was so good. I love that line, that dialogue. Like, um, you're a stronger child, but I am beyond strength. Oh, oh! Shout out to the writers of Adventure Time because they killed that shit. Oh my god,
Not for real.
that was so good. I aspire to be that good. All right. What time is it now? We are overtime.
Oh, halfway.
We are. Let me finish writing this panel real quick. Maybe I'll move this dialogue up here. Maybe. Okay. All right. So recap of what we have finished today. Walk us through.
In the red corner.
In the red
So top left.
corner. Mm-hmm.
So top left we have autumn being shined on by the a solar light, fucking light, the bright
Mm-hmm.
fucking light into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Other corner we have an alleyway, and then people just walking past. We're gonna have a lot of alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
The other two are just like water tests,
Mm-hmm.
colors.
Yes,
See
yes.
how swampy it would kind of be, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the bustling city.
Mm-hmm.
We
Bustling
love bustling
city.
cities. I'm on the wrong layer.
Oh. And then we have a little test of
Buildings
the.
everywhere, some towers, and we have tests of Rune Rail,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's looking
Rune
nice.
Station, Rune Rail Station.
The rail station. Yeah. And Mag said the water looks so cool. I agree. I really like the color, the color choice for it. And then
Wahoo!
it would be cool to see more
The whole
buildings
time I was
and
just
stuff.
thinking about the waters we saw in sky.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I love that game.
All right. Well, let's start closing out because they're calling my name. And
Ah.
they need to stop. All right. Well, this has been Comic Craft with me and Soren working on Scions of Sagara. Stay updated, follow our socials. Follow Ren's socials more so because I don't post about it. But yeah, every Saturday we're going to be working on Scions of Sagara or more other art stuff, but probably our comic. And I think we got a lot of cool tests today. Yeah, you said you definitely had a lot more ideas for Odom this time. But
Yeah.
uh I think once we need to get into um what is it? 3D modeling with Blender.
Time to learn how to make a donut.
Time to learn how to make a donut. The fucking classic donut tutorial. Oh my goodness.
It's just a meme.
Which would be more cool. But before we even model anything, we need to first design the concept. So all of this is like concept work right now and just visual development.
Yeah.
And
I definitely need to revisit these Solara.
yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna add some more green to the black sand dunes. Maybe taking some
Yeah.
inspiration from like, is it Iceland? Iceland, I think those images were from. I don't
Mm,
remember. Or maybe it was
I think
something
so.
else. I don't know. And then we're also taking inspiration from like Liyue from Genshin Impact, I think you said.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of things. We need a lot of things we need to revisit, but we're this is the process. This is development. We're concepting. We're trying to get a feel, right, for the different regions of
Mm-hmm.
each city of Isalara and Odum. And then once we kind of have a good idea of that, we'll start designing props.